Hi guys, this is HTrade. I am a partner trader from Wesley Trades HQ Discord. So the owner of the Discord is Wesley Trades, and we usually have recordings that we do live trading sessions that we do during the course of the week, at least 3 to 4 or to 5 maximum live sessions. And so on the 15th of December, Wes was out with his family, and then we had I had a live trading session with the guys, just an informal New York session, and yeah, this is how it went. It's absolutely insane. It was a really, really good day. And then the next day, I had a very good trading session on London, as you can see, London time. We had a very, very good trade, or I had a very, very good trade during London session, and I tried to keep it as best as I could on the CE strategy that we normally that we have in our edifile section. So this CE strategy is literally the strategy that Wes follows when he does live trading or live trading session. And you can find it here under the edufiles section, right? On the 27th of October, there is a full PDF document that contains the whole strategy. It's everything from A to Z, literally everything from beginning to end. And there's also a YouTube recorded video on the 27th of October explaining the whole strategy from beginning to end as well. So, right. So just a quick one regarding the amount of trading days. So currently we're on the 17th of December, right? So let's just quickly go back one move or one day, right? So 17th of December, today is okay. There's no USD news, but the market is still moving. So it's not a bank holiday of any sort, right? So tomorrow I'll also be trading. Plenty of movement here. News for USD 100%. And Friday, yes, I'll trade Friday as well, 100%. So, but what's happening next week, right? Let's have a look next week. So next week, Monday, nothing, zero. There's literally nothing. It may as well be a bank holiday. That is a type of day that I'm not going to trade because there's no news that indicates any good movement for that day, right? No news for any currency whatsoever. Then Tuesday, there is some news. So Tuesday, I will gladly trade. Tuesday is going to be an okay day to trade. Wednesday, I'm going to stay out because there's currencies that's going to have bank holidays. Even though there is USD news, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to preserve my capital. Thursday, nope, preserve my capital. Friday, nope, preserve my capital. And then the weekend after that, next week Tuesday, I am also going to preserve my capital on the 30th of December. Why? Because there are still a lot of people on holiday, etc., etc. I'm not going to waste my time with that market movement. Wednesday, I'm going to preserve my capital even though there's USD news. I'm sorry. You can do what you want. I'm going to spend time with my family. Thursday, Happy New Year, 1st of Jan 2026. All right, I'm not going to trade that day as well. Friday, no thank you. I'm not going to trade that day as well. No news, but there's a few bank holidays for certain currencies. I'm not going to get involved there. Now, getting to the first week of Jan. The first trading week of Jan will be back on Monday. Plenty of news to work with, and the market is going to move back to normal again. So yeah, I'll then be back on Monday the 5th of Jan 2026. Okay, cool. So let's get back to the charts, right? Let me just quickly back to the Discord. All right. So we basically want to get to this day, right? So I'm going to do a breakdown of how I caught this amazing. I risked $250 and I made $750, 760 minus the commission, of course. And if I let this trade go to run to that level, it would have hit take profit as well. That is the 1 to 4 risk to reward. So that would have been $1,000 US. Risking $250? Hell yeah. Why not? All right. So eventually I closed while price was still climbing and I took my profit for the day and that's it. During the course of the yesterday, during New York Open, I took another very small trade. Specifically during New York Open, this trade here, we tapped CE, I entered, I closed almost halfway, and I risked only $100. I risked $100, I made a little bit, and then I saw no, price is not, I literally closed there. Let me show you. I literally I took only a little bit and then I closed. I took like $40 or something like that. I literally took like $40. Yeah, there we go. So and then my P&L for the day at the end of the day was 821.80. Okay, so this one, yeah. Any case, 51373. Okay, so that was before I took that day profit. That's perfectly fine. All right, so yeah, that's it. That's literally it. Let's go to the charts and show you exactly what happened. So it looks like, okay, so I'm watching the current price right now. It looks like we took the previous daily high, which is actually beautiful. No problems. But let me just quickly put the previous day high and low where it was yesterday, right? And let's do a quick replay here on what happened during London time frame. So here, let's just do a quick replay. I am going to start new. And here we go. So why did I want to look for a buy? Number one, do you see what happened during Asian time frame yesterday, right? So Monday, basically Tuesday Asian time frame, we open up with a huge gap. Do you see this on the left hand side on the 15-minute time frame? Do you see this gap? Right? What happened during the Asian time frame? We went all the way down, taking out that gap. And what happened yesterday? What did we tap yesterday? A daily fair value gap. And we had a reaction from that daily fair value gap because Asian opened with a massive gap there. So during Asian time frame, we filled that whole gap. Beautiful. So we had a reaction, we filled the gap, and wouldn't you believe it, during the course of London Open, the 15-minute time frame was bearish at that point in time. But what happened? We turned bullish. How did we turn bullish? Very easy price action. Price went down, price went up, price went down, price went up, price went down, price went up, price went down, price went up. Not only did we go up, so we made a new, so from lower low to what? Higher high, right? Not only that, we actually created a 15-minute inverted fair value gap. So then what did we do? We respected that movement. So we went further up And here I was like, okay, cool. I got my fib tool out because I was looking for a retracement. I was clearly looking for a buy. And my target was Asian high. That's a really good target for this whole move going up. If we do get a buy, right? So at that point in time, I was looking personally for a buy because 15-minute trend bullish, and because we tapped a daily fair value gap the previous day and we filled this gap, right? So price can do whatever it wants. It already tapped the daily fair value gap yesterday, and now it's using that whole movement as a propulsion to go up, using that as a, it's using it as a trampoline to go up. That's it. So I kept on following the 15-minute time frame. I waited for some form of a retracement when I drawn my fib tool there. And we got a bit of a retracement back to almost the 45% level. And I thought to myself, listen here, we are tapping not only this 15-minute fair value gap, that's clearly both here and here. So what might price do next? So then I went down to the 1-minute time frame. Right? So here is our 15-minute inverted fair value gap. Here is our bullish fair value gap. Price made a clear retracement here. We are tapping this 15-minute fair value gap, this 15-minute fair value gap that was in between here. And I just waited. Then I waited. Then I waited for 1 minute now to turn bullish, because 1 minute at this point in time is still bearish. Because if you look at it, price going up, down, up. So higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And then from here on down, we created lower low, lower high. Oh, sorry, lower low. Because this is a lower high, yes. Lower low. And then I just waited. I just plainly waited. And then I drawn out all the fair value gaps here. 1 minute fair value gap. And then I just waited. So we closed this fair value gap here. And I was watching this fair value gap to see what price is going to do with this. And boom, we started closing above it. And then I thought, okay, cool. 1 minute looks like it wants to turn bullish now. And then all I waited was simply for a retracement into a new fair value gap that's been created. And I waited. And I waited. And I waited. And boom. Do you see that? Do you see this? We tapped the CE of this new bullish fair value gap here just barely, and we basically turned bullish here. And as this candle started going up, I entered my trade. I took my stop loss here to the bottom of the candle that created this fair value gap, this bullish fair value gap, and we have an inverted fair value gap. We have an inverted fair value gap. And from here on out, it's literally all history because price did this. Beautiful move up. Absolutely beautiful. As this move went up, I exited my trade here and I took, you see, risk to reward was 4.09. I took my take profit around this area here. Risk to reward 3.01. And I exited as this candle went up. And I got my take profit. Okay, so here was my entry. As I'm explaining, here's my entry. And where's my exit? Where can I show you? Oh, here we go. There's my exit. Boom. There you go. You see, as that candle went up, 766, I closed. just like that. Absolutely beautiful move. And I explained it to you just here exactly what I did. So first of all, oh, also there was bullish SMTs. Take a look at this picture here. There were a higher time frame, bullish SMTs with S&P 500 and NAS100 or in Q. That's it. Motivation, bullish motivation there. Bullish SMTs, daily fair value gap we tapped the previous day. Asian time frame opened with a big gap and was closed during the whole Asian movement. Next, I waited for 15 minutes to turn bullish, which it did, which it eventually did. It turned bullish. It didn't retrace as proper as I wanted it, but this was still a pretty good retracement. We tapped these 15-minute fair value gaps. We had our reaction, and as you can see, 15-minute followed suit. We went down to the 1-minute time frame. We waited very patiently for our inverted fair value gap plus a new bullish fair value gap. We tapped a fair value gap in CE. We closed above it, and like I said, the rest is history. So to be honest with you guys, like I said, this is seriously one of the best strategies to follow, which is the Wesley Trades HQ CE strategy. And as I explained before, you can find it under our EduFile section. Under the 27th of October, there's a full PDF explanation on it. And during the 22nd of October, there is a full video explanation of it. And that is exactly the same strategy that I followed on the 15th of December as we did that live trading session. And how many trades could we have caught? 1, 2, 3. Actually, this was also wait. This one here. This is also a CE entry. We created an inverted fair value gap. We tapped that inverted fair value gap CE. Okay, so we first closed below it here. We waited. CE was barely touched there. We created a bearish. You see that bearish candle there? Created a bearish candle. And plain and simple, you could have put your entry here. You could have placed your stop loss here or here. And you could have aimed for, you see this high stop loss, and your take profit would be at least 1 to 2. So it would basically be this, the take profit for this trade from here, would be around here as well. Previous day low, or the end of this possible CE trade if somebody took this one. This unfortunately CE was tapped completely through here, so that was not an A+ setup. But this was an A+ setup. I actually missed this one. I missed this setup. This is a beautiful setup here, just here. If you literally entered off, we tapped CE here, bearish candle, entry made. Your stop loss would be at the top of this fair value gap or at the top of this candle here. And risk to reward 1 to 2 or 1 to 1.5. Easily you would have caught your take profit while this move went down. 100%. So yeah, like I can how can I put it? What's that saying? You can take a horse to the water hole, but you can't make them drink. You can't make it drink the water. This is the water. This is the water, guys. This is the water. So it's up to you if you want to drink it. Completely up to you. Any case, like I said, I am HTrade. I am a partner trader of Wesley Trades HQ, and this was a banger of a move. 15 December, 16 December was beautiful trading days. Beautiful. And this is literally through the festive season. I mean, the festive season only really starts next week. So we have today to trade, which is Wednesday. We have Thursday to trade. We have Friday to trade. And if you really want to trade next week, Tuesday is the only good, I would say, good trading day to trade. but I'm not going to trade the rest of the December because I want to preserve my capital and my accounts and my sanity. I'm going to spend that time with my family and have a good holiday. That's all. All right. Any case, hope you guys have a good one. Cheers.